Hafide. My name is Reese. I am a science communicator with ULG Sea Grant and ULG Center for Island Sustainability. We're here today on another episode to talk with a very special guest. If you can kindly just introduce yourself to the people, tell them what you do, your position if you'd like, and of course, your favorite color.
Sure. Buenas Hafide, everyone. My name is Jessica Fernandez. I am the program associate for NSF Navigating Home, and my favorite color is black.
Awesome. So, you know what? I love all the things that you do, Jess. I've gotten to know you over a short period of time, just a couple months, but I feel like you really put out who you are, and I love that. It's so great. It's so amazing, so refreshing. So I want to know more. Let's dig deeper. We're going to make this like a sesh. So tell us the beginning of Jessica. Where did it all start?
So it all started, I was born on Guam at
Beautiful.
GMH,
Already
926, September 26. I am a Libra. And I grew up here. My dad was fishing along the beach. I would swim just alongside of him. I didn't know how much of an impact that would have made in my life because now I'm a marine biologist at UOG. Well, I'm an aspiring marine biologist.
Put it into the universe. You
You
are.
We'll get there.
Yes.
Future endeavors. But yes, I'm currently in my master's. I used to study coral population genetics, but now I'm studying fisheries population ecology. And yeah.
No, those are really great. I love that. So tell me, what inspired you to even pursue such a job, a degree, a career, or what you're doing? Like what? I know you said actually with your dad going to the beach. Let's start there. What was the beach that you would go to? Do you got any good spots?
Well, I can give you a basic spot because my dad doesn't like to share his spots.
No, good, as he shouldn't.
But it would just be Tumon Bay. We would literally start at Fujita and then he'll walk all the way up to like right before Weston, but I would like swim the whole way.
Right.
But yeah.
I don't see a lot of people do that anymore, really walk the waters, We kind of just stay stationary in the sand, whatever, which is great, no judgment. But I love that, walking through the ocean to the next destination.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Like you.
Oh, stop this. Like us. Anyways, okay, so we're talking about the beginning. What really, I guess, started the whole idea of, I want to go and do this. I want to do this. I want to be with science. I want to be a marine biologist. Like, what really made you go and start and do it?
Yeah, okay, that is a great question.
Thank you.
Initially I was a pre-med. Everyone starts out as a pre-med. If they didn't, they're lying. I started out as a pre-med, and my junior year, I wanted to beef up my resume, so I did research experience. I did that. And it was in coral biology. I was like, okay, I really like research. Then I did a cancer research, and I was like, okay, I know I really like research. But then it wasn't until I went to the SACNAS conference where I listened to a little panel of indigenous leaders talking about restorative justice, and I was like, what am I doing? I am meant to be a conservation biologist. I care more about the environment than I do about saving lives. JK.
My next question is, what do you plan to, you said you wanted to be a marine biologist, right? Or you are going to be. So I wanted to know, where do you want to do your work at? I mean, would it just be here in home? Do you plan on traveling across the different waters? I mean, the ocean's humongous. Like, do you plan on keep it surface level, or do you want to get like deep diving down into it?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
I'm actually very early on into my career, so I don't exactly know what I want to research, but I do know that I want to be on island. I want to stay here, implement all my research here, especially in conservation efforts. I think the person I look up to the most is Lonnie, just because she is a woman of my age and she is just such an established marine biologist already, and to know that she already found her path, her passion, I think I would want to continue to do research to kind of find that.
Absolutely. And I love that it's a woman that led the way.
Yes.
And women continue. That's right. Setting the trails, blazing a fire.
Trailblazer, yes.
Yeah, maybe not. We don't want to
No wildfires. No. Ridge to reef.
Absolutely. See, and that's why we're having these great conversations, to remember and to remind each other of what we need to do to continue a sustainable island, right? Okay, so let's go talk about gosh, there's so many things I would like to ask you. We talked about your marine biology. We talked about your research. Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a cat person, but I have one dog. His name is Kaiju, but he acts like a cat.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. So, do you ever take your fur babies out to the worder?
Oh, Kaiju, he's a boy, and I really had high expectations of him, but what he has taught me is don't put expectations on your children because sometimes they won't live up to it.
No, that's true. No, don't be sorry. I mean, sometimes the fur babies be like that. Like, you expect them to not, like, take care of their business just on the floor. You're like, the pad's there, I trust you. And then they just go like a 180.
He's a very good boy. But right now I have a new baby cat. His name is Boboy.
I love that.
And I am currently leash training him so they can go to the beach with me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you?
Oh, gosh, the tables have turned.
Yes.
For me, I think I am a both person. Personally, I like dogs because they're not easy to love, but you can just instantly love them. They're very there. For the cats, I have to reach for their love,
Yeah,
and I don't think that's fair for me.
Know your worth.
Thank you, but they're so cute. But that's how they know that. That's why they know they're so good. Let me just tell you, that's why cats know they deserve love like that. Where you gotta reach for them because they'll wait there and they'll watch you, and you're like, oh, fine, and then you reach over and touch them and pet them.
I strive to be my cat. My cat Billy. Oh my gosh, I'm always like trying to fight for her love, but you know what? I call her and then she looks at me and then she just walks away.
See?
But I want to be that.
You want to be that.
But
Can I ask you, do you think if you were to be a cat, would you be able to be a marine biologist? Think about it. We don't know how Cat World runs.
Actually, ow.
Do you know how Cat World runs?
Actually, I don't know, but there's this cat that rides a motorcycle, and I think about him often. And I think that if a cat... No, actually, a dog. They have a scuba diving dog. He's a golden retriever. He wears a scuba suit. So if a dog can do it, a cat can do it. And also, fun fact, we have a mammalian dive reflex. Farron, you're going to watch this, and thank you so much for teaching me. So all mammals have this mammalian dive reflex, where once you go underwater, your heart rate drops instinctively. And I will look it up. I'm not the expert. Farron, yeah.
Farron, we love Farron.
Yeah, Farron got me sharing all my money, got me wearing.
Oh my gosh. What a joy, right? I just love it here. I absolutely love it here. Okay, so we know that you work with students. I want to ask, what is your two things? What is your favorite part of it and what's the hardest part?
My favorite part about it, so my overall objective being part of the capacity building team is that we're trying to increase representation within traditionally marginalized communities. So that includes indigenous people like the Chamorros, Southeast Asians, African Americans, everything, right? But most especially because of Pride Month, LGBTQIA plus communities. And I feel like a lot of the times people don't want to embrace it, especially with I don't want to talk about that. Wait, what was I saying? I think it's oh, I don't know. I don't think I could talk about that. I was gonna talk about church. That's why. Okay. Okay.
Think your answer again. Go.
What was the question again? My favorite part. So I think. Wait. So the overall objective of the capacity building team is to increase representation within traditionally marginalized communities. So that's indigenous groups, Hispanics, African Americans, but most especially because of Pride Month, LGBTQIA plus communities. I think that's really important just because a lot of the times we don't have someone to look up to, and to see these students really embrace who they are, especially going to a conference like SACNAS where you can truly be your most authentic self, is something that I really, really enjoy seeing, as like coming from a generation where I kind of had to hide who I was. But yeah.
Awesome. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of the time we all have here today.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for you being here. Thank you for the time, and thank you for a great laugh. It was such a great laugh, a great relief.
Of course.
And I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone, to all our viewers, our listeners. Thank you guys so much. We absolutely appreciate your time as well. Be sure to stay tuned to the next episode for your Science with Pride podcast. My name is Reese, Science Communicator.
My name is Jess, Program Associate.
And you're watching Instagram.
Spotify.